Hello Pisces, welcome to Lotus Heart Tarot. I'm so excited to have you guys here. We're going to dive straight into your reading. I do like to begin my readings by thanking those of you who have been subscribers and have been loyal watchers and commenters and likers and sharers and have been with me for the long haul. I really do deeply appreciate you all very, very much. To those of you who are new to the channel, welcome, welcome. I am very happy to have you here. Just keep in mind, these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Let's get a Rumi message to start this off. Spirit, what does Pisces need to know? What does Pisces... If you love someone, you are always joined with them. In joy, in absence, in solitude, in strife. Yep. Open wide your arms if you desire and embrace. Beautiful messages. I don't feel the need to interpret them. I'm just going to leave those there and let you sit with those. We are going to dive right in with a soul's journey oracle message. What message do you have for Pisces? What is in Pisces' highest and best good? For Pisces, please, Spirit. For Pisces, for Pisces, for Pisces. Interesting combination of cards. It's interesting because, you know, we just had that powerful full moon in Taurus. And I feel like you're getting this energy of releasing. You know, you have guilt, denial, and blame. And those are all lower vibrational, kind of heavy, dense energies. And like, for example, if I read the denial card, it says, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. You know, people only see what they want to see, and it doesn't ever bode well for them or for the people around them. You know, you are free, you have the free will choice to deny all you want, you know, to deny the reality of what's happening, or deny, you know, the red flags, or deny just the things that you don't want to see. You have the freedom to choose that, but it doesn't really, it's not going to get you closer to where you actually want to be. You know, in the short term, might it feel like it is? Maybe, but in the long term, does it actually move the ball forward? No, it doesn't. So when we can acknowledge the things that we don't want to see and, you know, kind of look at them, we have the opportunity to replace that denial with awareness. And that awareness may tell us, oh, hey, you have this unhealed wound, and that's why you're choosing to not see these things when they're in front of your face. Or it may lead us, it's going to lead us to discovery. It's going to lead us to fresh new insight. And that is moving the ball forward. So all of these things really are an opportunity for us to get greater insight and for us to actually progress. It's just that none of them feel super fabulous when they're happening. They feel a bit shaky. They feel low vibe. They feel heavy. They feel dense. They don't feel comfortable. You have guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. As I was saying, we're in the energy of the full moon right now. And this is a beautiful and amazing time that can really help catapult the energy forward when you know, intentionally, mindfully, consciously release the things that are no longer serving you. And guilt is no longer serving you. And neither is blame, and neither is denial. you know, I'm always like with my kids and with my husband and, you know, with those I love, I'm always saying, you know, like there is just no room for blame in this situation. Blame is not going to help anything. You know, it really does not. It only leads you into dead ends, and it only creates chasms in spaces where they're completely unnecessary. You know, and we have a tendency to blame the ones we love the most, the ones that we think will kind of forgive us for blaming them, or you know, actually and truly, oftentimes it is the people who we do give access to, who we do have quote unquote loving relationships with, who do things to us where we could say, you know, it's your fault that I'm like this, or it's your fault that I feel this way, or it's your fault that this happened. But when you really sit down and ground and center and ask yourself, okay, so it's their fault. What does that get me? Off the hook that it's not my fault? Well, okay, but who cares? The wound is still there. The this is still there. The that is still there. If I want to work through it, blame isn't going to help me solve the problem. It's not going to help me build a bridge. It's not going to help me get any closer. And, you know, I'm probably sure I've said this on this channel before, but blame creates this unhealthy outlet for us to just sort of filter in instead of allowing that energy of we can always let something motivate us or move us closer to finding a gift or finding the light in a situation, or we can let it move us closer to the shadows, and blame does nothing but move it closer to the shadows. And then you have this interesting energy of humor in the center of it all, and it says, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. You know, Pisces, I feel like you're emerging out of this period of time where you've been carrying a lot of lower vibrational, heavier energies that you're just ready to release. You're ready to surrender with that Taurus full moon. I feel like you're ready for an easier, lighter path. And I feel like the universe is kind of ready to meet you there. But it is with the energy of consciously releasing these lower vibrational energies. And even if you think you've healed, even if you think you've let them go, what does it hurt to do it again with this full moon energy and just say, this cycle is done, it's over, I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to move into a very, very different energy, a very, very different period of time. I'm ready to have new experiences. This could be your person as well. Just keep that in mind. It could be both of you as well. Spirit, what does Pisces, wow, need to know? All right. Oh, Pisces. Okay. So many cards have come out here and I feel like I need to take them all. So just bear with me for a second. Okay. Okay. Pisces, I am really getting the energy of a very strong soulmate coming in here, and I'm getting this energy of, you know, that Rumi quote of like, if you're ready to receive or something, open your arms wide, whatever that said. Let me just see. Open wide your arms if you desire an embrace. You know, when we open our arms wide, we're leaving our chest and our heart space unprotected. And we are opening and we are vulnerable and we are, you know, taking a risk, right? It may not seem like that's what we're doing in daily life, but really and truly we are, because we're leaving our life force center open to, you know, wounding with no protection, no guard. And with this innocence energy, I see in this card these two dolphins that are noticing each other, that are checking each other out. You know, it's like, we're just passing by, but we're sort of, you know, taking stock of each other. And then I feel this energy of like enthusiasm, like, there's some potential here. There's something to work. And you see how there's all these dolphins around it? It feels as though for some of you at least, there may be like an entire group of people, or this person may have friends that they've enlisted to help them woo you or win you over or get your attention or tell you that they're trustworthy or that they're a good person or that, you know, you could open up to this person. And I feel like Pisces, you're in an energy of really being ready to embrace not feeling so heavy, not feeling so much like I have to protect myself. I can't let people in. People only hurt me. People are all unhealed wounds walking around ready to project their crap onto me. You know what I mean? I feel like you're sort of ready to meet this with some level of enthusiasm or some level of excitement. And then you have nurture and grounded. And, you know, enthusiasm is important, and this moment of turning heads is important. But, you know, the course of true love never did run smooth. You know, it doesn't, it's not typically something that runs from, oh, boy meets girl, or however it is. Like, I find love is love is love. And love is the greatest of all things. You know, that's just me. But I feel very strongly here that there's just this energy of, you know, to remember that in every light there is darkness, and in every darkness there is light, you know. And so there's just this energy of staying grounded and, you know, giving what you can to it in a balanced, reciprocal fashion. Nurturing, right, isn't this energy of just like giving. It's an energy of sensing what is needed and bringing that to the table, you know, never totally letting the ball drop. Did you guys ever, with happy birthday balloons? I don't know why I said all that, but my brother and I always, when we had balloons that were blown up with oxygen, or like, you know, our parents blew them up, we would always try to keep the balloon off the floor. We would play this game of like trying to keep the balloon off the floor. And that's literally the picture that's coming to me with this nurture card. It's like, okay, you know, pay attention, focus on this. I'm passing you the balloon. We're trying to keep it off the floor. And we would count out loud, like how many times we were able to do it. And then we would like, you know, it would get super high and we would be like, oh my gosh, you know what I mean? There's kind of this energy, and it feels like things build. And then it's like, okay, we have to sort of ground that energy again. We have to sort of get refocused in order, you know, we can't just like get super excited that like, oh my gosh, we're beating our last highest number. I don't know, you guys, like why it's coming out this way, but it's kind of just like, okay, like maybe this is showing that it has more opportunity or more promise or more chance or more potential than anything we've been around in a long time. So there's this feeling of kind of excitement, you know, about it, where it's like we could just get giddy and forget that even if something has more potential, even if something holds more possibility, we still have to kind of stay grounded and sort of allow it to unfold and be, I don't want to say practical or grounded, because you have this humor card where it's like, I'm choosing to believe that things are, that everything is going to work out okay. I'm choosing to believe. And I think that's important, because I see that being the ultimate focus point in the distant future, is that I really do think this is going to work. But I see that this is taking some twists and turns on the way there. Like it's like there's some kind of back and forth that's happening here that is like, you know, possibly nerve-wracking is kind of how I want to say it. But there's a deep knowing here. In this set of cards, we have wisdom, life force, and highest potential. And for me, with this wisdom card, I'm getting two things. It's a very high priestessy energy right here. But with the wisdom card, I'm getting two things. I'm getting, okay, drawing upon all of the knowledge that you have, not in the sense of, oh, I need to watch out for this, or I need to be careful of this, or like this person did this, or that happened. But it's kind of in knowing that those things are going to come up by themselves, and that we have to keep our eye on how we want things to go. We have to keep our focus on how we want it to turn out, or the best possible. And I'm not saying overlook red flags. I'm not saying be irresponsible and reckless in a relationship. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying here is, it's like I'm getting a very strong feeling of holding the vision. And yes, that wisdom, you know, it's not, okay, if you have a valid reason, like if you catch someone telling you a lie, that's a valid reason for you to really question things. That is a valid reason for you to say, you know, maybe I need to pull back from this relationship a little bit and get more information, right? But what I'm saying here is our fears come up. And this is us with us. And it's our ego trying to protect us and trying to keep us safe. Our ego hates it when our arms are wide open, when we are open for an embrace, because all we're doing is opening it up for injury. And it gets very uncomfortable. And the more we can sit in that discomfort, and the more we can recognize what that discomfort is and where it's coming from, and even say to it, you know, thank you, ego, for trying to keep me safe. I see this and I appreciate this, but there is nothing in that I'm seeing right here that is making me believe that I need to like take this on or project this old information onto this new relationship. And in fact, I want something different than what I've already had. So I'm not going to do that. You know, I'm not going to bring the past into this, you know. If you see, you know, like I said, the red flag, the lie, the you know, gaslighting, the whatever, you know, listen to it, heed it, and move out, right? But with this life force energy, there is this sense that I feel when these two things come together, what they create is stronger and more radiant and more, has the potential of more abundance. And this is even saying beginnings. Like this has the potential to come together and to reach the highest potential. What I'm talking about, what I'm referring to. And so there is this energy here of, you know, the recognition or the deep inner knowing even that this is a good deep soul connection, and that there is this feeling of being better, stronger together than apart, that potential existing, and then, you know, acknowledging it and working toward it. You have motivation and strength coming out last here, and these cards are really giving me this sense of this is a really strong this is a really strong connection, and that is really providing the motivation. It's like there's almost a curiosity about it. It feels different than anything that has come before it. It feels like gosh, how do I want to say this? It's almost like every step of progress makes you want to take another step of progress. And even if we take a step backwards, there is the motivation to want to come back together and try it again, or to figure it out and to like move in unison again. It's like even possibly a strong attraction that is sort of like magnetically pulling you almost even forward. But it's providing this sort of like motivation to work on something with a different focus and a different energy and a different, it just feels very different than past situations. And I feel like there just keeps being this recognition or acknowledgement that this is different, that this is a stronger connection. All right. It may even be like, I like the way I feel when I'm with you. Yeah, you're getting be confident. I get that from the highest potential card as well. Okay. Coming out together, you're getting think it through and warning signs. this is that feeling that I was tapping into here with that wisdom energy. It's like, okay, when the bells and whistles go off inside ourselves, we need to listen to those, right? When those bells and whistles are grounded in what we're seeing in reality, what we're experiencing in reality. You know, when your gut is legitimately saying, hey, hold on, something's wrong here. We gotta listen. We don't need to like ask ourselves, should I listen? Where is this coming from? Our gut is like usually on target, or at least that's what I find. And so we need to listen to it. But we are also naturally going to have fears that come up when we're in this situation, from past experiences, from just the basic human set of fears that we have, from really opening our arms wide to embrace this new opportunity and exposing our ego, exposing our life force energy like that, you know, our heart chakra like that. And so there is just this pause, think it through. Is this happening in reality? Is this something that I'm seeing signs of right here, right now? Or is this fear? Is this something, is this making me feel like something from a past situation? If so, how is it doing that? Why is it doing that? Why is that coming up? Okay, is this something I just need to acknowledge and release and let go? Or is this something I need to go deeper and investigate more into? You guys are getting new career path. It could be that for some of you, you're going to meet this person at a new job or through a new career path, or maybe you're going to go back to school. And it can be that there is like more than one thing kind of changing in your life. The new career path is a 23, which amounts to a 5, which is, you know, always talking about change, right? I don't know why, but I think Michael Jordan might be number 23. I don't know why that's coming up. And I think maybe LeBron James is 23. I don't know. I'm a Celtics fan. I know 0. But anyway, sorry about it, you guys. The thing is that you're getting this exciting news, the long haul, and memories. And this is all very, I just feel like it's all sort of saying, hey, you know, this is exciting. This is something different. You do have the potential here for a long-term coupling with the 2. And with the memory 7, it feels like, you know, I always say this to like my friends that are in a new kind of situation. You want to remember these things. You want to remember how it feels. You want to be able to tap into that and access that when you've been together for 30 years. You want to remember what it's like for your person to give you the butterflies. I mean, they'll still do it even 30 years later, but not like when you're first together, you know, not like when you're like, are they going to ask me out? Are they going to, you know, you know what I mean? Like, is this really moving in the direction I want? You know, when there's so much uncertainty and the feelings are so intense that, yeah, it's like, I don't know, I'm just getting this feeling of like, almost the recognition of like, this is a period of time that you're going to come back to, that you're going to revisit in your mind many times. And you want it to be, strong, I guess. I don't know. But you have be confident. This is just saying to me, I mean, even with the humor card, it's like, trust that it's all going to work out, or trust that it at least has that potential. So take that as it resonates, guys. But let's dive into the tarot. What does Pisces need to know? Please, Spirit, what does Pisces need to know? All right. Okay. 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 You have the Page of Swords coming out in reverse with the Wheel of Fortune upright, and then you have the Ten of Pentacles with the Four of Swords and the Hangman on the bottom of the deck. This Page of Swords in reverse with the Wheel of Fortune, it's telling me something like had to change. So if this person kind of like, if things were sort of moving along, or you were kind of getting acquainted, or you were kind of talking, or someone was really focused on you, and then all of a sudden they stopped, there was some kind of change, I feel like there's going to be another change. You know, I feel like this is a situation where it's like, it's important to stay grounded and centered, because when you do stay grounded and centered, you stay in the center of the Wheel of Fortune. And when you are just like, are they paying attention to me today? Am I the focus? Then you're riding this outside of the wheel, and you're feeling everything super intensely, and it's a really wild and hard ride. You know, the closer you are to center, the easier the ride. But it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, know that it has changed, it will change again. It's going to change again, and it's going to change again. This is something that, this is fated, it's right time, it's coming together, but it's kind of coming together in a centrifugal force kind of way, where it's like you're moving closer and closer together. But it's a bit, I don't know, I just keep getting this sensation of sort of being moved kind of back and forth. And even when I was seeing like the path, moving toward this kind of like humor energy, it was really like zigzaggedy. So there's something here where it's like we're kind of, I don't know, we're finding our own way. Like I'm actually getting, there's no right way. We're kind of blazing our own path here. And when you blaze your own path, it's like, you may think it's best to go this direction, they may think it's best to go that direction. You're sort of trying both ways. I don't know, you know. Sometimes you're leading, sometimes they're leading, sometimes, you know, those things kind of double back on themselves a little bit. But I just get this sense of trust with the Wheel of Fortune, that everything is happening for you, that you're exactly where you are meant to be, and that, you know, this is just the way of life and the course of love. With the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Swords here, there is this sense of, you know, even every time I separate, the vision that I really am still holding is the potential of this connection to be something solid and stable, and this desire to sort of continue to invest in it, because I see so clearly that it can be something that can kind of stand the test of time, or eventually be the legacy that I leave in this world. With Hangman, there's also this energy of, even when I'm by myself and I'm reflecting on the situation, or I'm looking back on it, or I'm, you know, contemplating it, or I'm looking for clarity in the situation, each new perspective kind of shows me this potential. It brings me back around to this relationship, and therefore things continue to change. Things continue to build and develop. But with everything, even the gaps, there is investment. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like with the Four of Swords, see this guy's like holding the bow and arrow, and he's kind of like asleep. In the Page of Swords has this bow here. There's almost this energy of someone who's like very intently focused at times, and then sort of kind of falls asleep at the wheel. But this is like necessary rest. It's like this is an energy that happens over time. It's not something that happens overnight. It's not like the Page of Swords can just, you know, create the Ten of Pentacles. You know, the Page of Swords is very ill-equipped to create the Ten of Pentacles. You know, I don't think that's a very good prospect. So let's see. It may even be someone healing, or someone resting, or someone like, you know, refortifying themselves. Yes, this Ten of Pentacles energy is just really, you have 3 tens. There's the cycle closing out. I looked to the bottom of the deck to see what the cycle is, and this is someone going around and around and around, getting stuck in their head of just like, oh my gosh, you know, I don't know how to move forward, or I can't move forward, or I'm not ready for this, or whatever. Someone is closing out a cycle in relationship to a way of thinking that is limited their beliefs, that is holding this relationship back. Because it's also like, I keep coming back to the energy. Yeah, this is everything I ever wanted. This has this potential, and there's always this desire to sort of come together, to be together. I'm happiest when I'm with you. I'm happiest when we're exploring this energy of where this can go when I'm investing in this connection, when I'm with you, when I'm looking at my entire future in your eyes. I mean, like, that is literally what I'm feeling. With the Star card and the Four of Swords, there is an energy of healing. And it may be that this connection is actually a healing connection, but it may also be that in the process of coming together here, as those fears from the past or from just our basic human core self, those fears we all possess, are coming up, part of healing is releasing. It's acknowledging that we have that feeling or that we've had that experience, and it's letting it go. And so this may be, you know, the fears come up and somebody pulls back and they release the feelings, and then they're ready to invest again. And it's like, you know, they're holding the same vision that you are, possibly. With this Ten of Pentacles, that's come out twice already in this few cards, right? But, you know, this is a very serious energy. This is a very committed, long-term, long-haul energy. And when we're faced with things like that, fear and doubt are always going to rear their heads. So taking the approach of, okay, I need to clear my head. I need to get this fear, this doubt out of my mind. And then I'll come back. And, you know, with the Star card here and the Ten of Pentacles, this person may feel like you hold their wish fulfillment in your hands. And that can be a really intense feeling. Like, can I trust this person with that? Do I know them well enough? Can you trust anyone with that? You know what I mean? Even if someone's proven themselves tried and true, can you trust them with that? Certainly the ego is going to encourage you not to, right? Man, you guys, somebody, oh my God, seriously. So somebody can't stop thinking about this. This Page of Pentacles is giving me that feeling of he loves me not, she loves me not. And just a feeling of full body electrified energy of just like every part of me wants this. And there is this sense of possibly needing to make some kind of offer, or possibly needing to make this confirmed or solid and stable in some way. But there's also this feeling, you know, why do we do she loves me not, she loves me not, or he loves me not, he loves me not? Why do we do that? Because we're trying to find out, do they actually feel the same way I do? And with the King of Cups and the Ace of Cups, it's like this person is like, this is the treasure I've been looking for. This is the thing that I have been wanting. You know, like, I can't believe my luck that I opened the shell and there's this big, oh, gorgeous pearl inside. And man, do I love that pearl. You know, the King of Cups is already present here. This is somebody who is really in touch with how they feel, and they're feeling a lot of feelings. The Lovers on the bottom of the deck, this is a strong soulmate connection, and this person feels intently about it. And I feel like this person is really considering some kind of offer. I do think that they are kind of getting stuck in their head from time to time with all those 3 tens with the 8 of Swords. And there's definitely an energy of, you know, closing out a cycle or working to close that cycle where somebody keeps getting stuck in their head and has to do this 4 of Swords unwind to sort of release the fear of this long-term commitment, or of this, like, this is going to ask everything of me. Marriage asks everything of you. Marriage probably is the hardest thing you could ever do, but it is truly the most worthwhile, I think, when it works out. I that's only been my only experience, right? So I don't know what the other side is like, and it may just be miserable. I don't know. I mean, I've certainly gone through it with a lot of my friends. But the thing is that when it works out, oh my God, and you have a soft place to fall, and you have someone who always understands you, and who you don't have to provide a 10-minute reference dialogue with, who they just know you, they know everything about you at this point, and you can just say, this person looked at me like this, and they can go, oh my gosh, that person didn't mean it like that. Or, you know what I mean? Like, because they know, you know, and you trust them. You trust their assessment of the situation because they've been assessing your situation for 30 years. You know, so you look at this King of Cups and it's like, wow, you know, it takes a lot. You got to go through a lot to get to that place. Almost where you don't even have to say anything, you know? They just know, you know? They know when something's wrong. They know when you've had a hard day. They know from the tone of your voice. They know from the look on your face. You know, they know. And that is like your ride or die. And that is an intense thing to be facing. Like, okay, this is that person that I'm going to do that with, you know? I mean, my God. So I don't know, like, I'm really stuck in that energy, and I'm really, like, I'm having heart palpitations even having this conversation with you guys right now. So I do think that somebody has this type of recognition, and they are really, it makes their heart pound. But when they take a break, or when they try to do something different or focus on something else, they find themselves in this, you know, he loves me not, she loves me not, like wondering, do you feel the same? Do you see it the same way? And it's hard to bridge that gap. It's hard to have that conversation. But I think but when you're apart and all you can do is think about each other, it's coming together. You know, that's how I feel. With the Lovers, it's a 6 card, and it is talking about coming into unity and harmony with this soulmate. So let's clarify these energies. Page of Pentacles. Yeah. This is, you know, this person is like thinking about commitment. This is like a solid and stable offer here. And 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, it's like, this is the person that I feel emotional contentment with. Interesting. Okay. With the 5 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, this is talking about, for me, this is those core fears that we all have as human beings. The fear of abandonment, the fear of intimacy, the fear of not being enough, the fear of not being worthy. You know, all those fears that we all have to some degree. You know, we're on the spectrum with them all. And, you know, with the 5 of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, it's like asking, to me, it's asking the question, when things get hard, is this person going to cut and run, or are they going to be willing to put the work in? And with the 5 of Pentacles, there's a real fear of like, okay, it's all new and fresh and beautiful, but like, I know I'm going to get emotionally invested in this, and I don't want to get emotionally invested if this person is going to, you know, drop out at the first sign of an obstacle in the connection. So this is just that normal fear coming up that has been happening since the very beginning of this reading. That's the first energy I tapped into. Things might be getting serious, or someone might be considering making something serious here, or you might have met someone that is, you know, oh, look, see, it's really challenging, this person's ability to trust. And so what I see here in this set of cards with the 8 of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands, and the Magician is like, okay, well, do I have the strength to carry it? Do I have the strength to alchemize it if things go wrong? Do I have the strength to bring it back together? Do I have this, it's like a confidence thing. It's like, and I feel this person with the 6 of Wands and the Magician and the 8 of Pentacles, this person is like deciding here, in my opinion, that they will put in whatever work it takes, and that they have a certain amount of determination to be successful with the 6 of Wands. And the 6 of Wands is also a card of engagement in old time tarot. And with the Magician here, they're talking themselves up. This is like someone stepping into their power saying, you know what, I have all the tools. I can always transform the situation. Like, they at least believe in you and the situation enough to feel that it can always be saved. It could always be rescued with the right tools, with the right, yeah, look, with the Six of Pentacles, with an equal give and take. But you see these butterflies flying out of this Magician. It's like, if I just focus, look at that. I can transform anything. I can make it work. I can bring it back together. I can have success here. There's something here where this person believes, well, with hard work and dedication, and, you know, with, you know, the determination to be successful, I can make this happen. Yeah. Judgment and the Seven of Wands. I mean, you have the Six to the Seven of Wands. This person wants to fight for this situation. With Judgment and the Eight of Pentacles, it's like, with hard work, I will always be able to resuscitate this. I will always be able to bring this back. You know, I will always be able to, well, with the Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck, heal the situation. I feel like someone's talking themselves up to get brave, to be confident, right? They're talking themselves up. They're like, because I feel there's just so much potential and so much desire for this. And like, with that Ace of Cups opening, like the way it's that clamshell with the pearl inside, it's like, I am so lucky to have found this. You know, I feel like this person is like, how could everyone have slept on this person? Like, I've uncovered that this is the real treasure. You know, there's just this feeling of like, I can't believe I got so lucky to like stumble upon this energy. Yeah, see, someone has been, with the Seven of Pentacles coming out in reverse, this energy for me is always like someone who's like, well, we'll just see how it goes, or we'll leave it up to the universe and divine timing, and like, you know, if it's meant to be, it'll be. And then this is someone who's like, no, I'm going to take this into control myself. I'm going to do what needs to be done. I'm going to step up, and I'm going to commit. I'm going to try to get this person to listen to me. I'm going to try to, you know, it's really interesting how this energy is playing with each other right here in the Hierophant card. I know it's representing Taurus and the bull, right? But there's this energy of feeling like, when your heart is outside your body, like I knew the moment I gave birth to my daughter, like, oh my gosh, because she's my oldest. I was like, holy shit, this is how it feels to have your heart outside your body. Like, oh my God, I've never felt so vulnerable. I've never felt so just crazy like that. And it's kind of like, get a hold of yourself, you know? And it's like, okay, when you don't want to lose something, when you want to hold on to something, and when you want to build with something, with someone, okay, you got to tame this beast. You got to get yourself under control, and you got to commit, and you got to say, okay, we're going to do this. And when those fears come up, when those shaky feelings, when the discomfort of not knowing, when the discomfort of being vulnerable, when the discomfort of just not knowing how it's all going to go, in the end, it comes up. We just got to get a hold of it. We got to remember that we're empowered, and that this is our wish fulfillment that we're dealing with here, and that this is what we really want. And that's why it's stirring these feelings in us. Because when you really care about something and how something turns out, you do automatically have these intense feelings, right? In fact, that's one of the ways in which you know for sure that you care about something. So let me clarify this. But with the Star card on the bottom of the deck, I feel like someone is like, you know what? No, I'm absolutely certain this is my wish fulfillment. Bubba, what is it? What is it? What's happening out there? Yeah, this person's not letting go. Yeah. So the Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Pentacles, this is exactly what I was saying. You know, this is that energy of like, if it's meant to be, you know, it'll be, you know. And I think this person is like, I've seen enough. I know it's meant to be, you know. I've seen, like, this definitely came into my life at this time for this reason. Like, this is definitely fate. I could not have met this person had I not been like seriously meant to meet this person. And like the time that this is hitting me in my life or the other circumstances around the situation, it's like, no, I'm sure. With the King of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles here, it's like, I can't let go of this. And this is clarifying the Hierophant. This is like, this is something I'm not willing to lose. So I need to step up into the most secure, abundant version of myself. The most confident, secure, comfortable, stable version of myself. That's the energy that I need to bring to this. Heavy, heavy, heavy earth sign energy. And you have the Wheel of Fortune twice. Some of you may be dealing with Taurans, right? You also have Aquarius, and you have the Chariot on the bottom of the deck, which is Cancer, and a lot of Cups energies here. But yeah, there's this energy of when you know, and the Chariot is saying like, this is the time to come together. This is the time to put fear aside. This is the time to assume the position of success and to drive this to work, to put the effort and the energy and the belief and the trust in that, yeah, we can come together, that we're sharing a vision, that we're equally yoked, that we're balanced, that we have found each other for a reason, that this is all kind of transpired just exactly the way that it has, for the highest and best good, or for the success, because this is literally my wish fulfillment. It's like I found everything that I'm looking for in a partner, and I'm ready to yoke up. All right, I'm gonna do something a little bit different today, Pisces. I have these romantic love cards, and so I'm just gonna pull one on each of the elements, and we'll see what info we get. All right, if you're dealing with a water sign, Pisces, you're getting healing connection. Your relationship has a powerful healing energy. Allow this connection to bring peace, comfort, and transformation to your life, healing past wounds and nurturing your soul. That is right in alignment with this reading. If you are dealing with a fire sign, you're getting two cards. You're getting heartfelt communication. Open your heart and speak your truth with love and compassion. Effective communication strengthens your bond and fosters deeper emotional connection. And magnetic attraction, an undeniable magnetic attraction, draws you together. This powerful connection signifies that your souls are meant to be intertwined, creating a passionate and dynamic relationship. If you are dealing with an earth sign, you are getting sacred union. Your relationship is a sacred union of mind, body, and spirit. Honor this divine connection by nurturing it with love, respect, and commitment. Like, I literally remember, I think it was yesterday, I was getting very strongly a commitment of body, mind, and spirit. If you are dealing with an air sign, you're getting heart healing. Allow love to heal your heart and bring new joy. This healing energy transforms past pain into present happiness, creating a sense of peace and fulfillment. Pisces, you got some kind of love happening here. And if it's not here, stay focused on it. Claim this reading. You know, put your heartfelt energy into manifesting it. Put yourself out there. I did get this new career path. This is maybe somebody you're going to meet through your career or through making some kind of change that it's needed for you to make at this time. And that could be a message for some of you. Take what resonates and leave the rest, you guys. But like, holy crap, I wish this for you. I hope this for you. And I send you off with all my very best. Always, always, always. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.